Hello and welcome. Well, it's snowing here in DC, so as you all know, that means chaos completely. So, of course, I'm also going through the chaos here, but I am so excited to make a flower arrangement and show you how I do it. Because that's the one thing I can do when all this snow and craziness and traffic breaks loose. So, what I was thinking of doing today was to make one sort of big focal centerpiece type of arrangement that you could use if you were having a party and entertaining and had a buffet or something big grand on your dining room table or something like that. And then I had a little sort of fun crafty thing I was going to show you too. So I'm starting with a big vase. This one is, opaque, white, kind of modern feeling. Any larger vase would work. And I've got in my bundle, and of course someone's at the door, just don't mind that. I've got some cedar, which smells incredible. Love this stuff. And what I'm going to do is clip it apart a little bit so that I can get the most out of this one stem. So I'm going to snip it here, clip off the bottom. I think what I'm going to do then is any of these pieces that would be underneath the water in my vase, I'm going to clip off so that they don't get sort of gross in the vase and create bacteria, which will then clog up the bottom of the flowers and make them die faster. That's what happens when there's greenery underneath the water line, so we want to avoid that if possible. Sometimes you can't and a little bit won't hurt, but if you can get it off, it's best to do so. So here we go, clean stem, quick little trim, putting this guy in. I've got another piece here. I'm going to trim it on the bottom. You just saw me use clippers. I also use my hands sometimes to clean off the sides. Stick this in. Same thing here. Little piece. Voila. Got another piece. I'm really excited about the snow actually because you'll see one of the flowers I chose for the bundle is called a snowflake mum, so it's perfect for this type of weather. We'll get to that next. Okay. Last piece of cedar. I think this is most of it. I feel like I sort of shortchanged myself in my bundle here. I think we gave you guys a little bit more so you'd have some more cedar, but this is what I have right now to work with. Then I am going to, let's see, put some of my red hypericum berries, which are nice for this time of year, give them a trim. Similarly, I'm going to get the greenery off the bottom of them, okay, so that there's no bacteria created by the stems disintegrating in that vase. And I'm going to stick them right in. Great. Then I think I'll grab my Bells of Ireland, and I think that this sort of lime green color is fun during this time of year when you're using a lot of greens like the cedar and other things that sort of look like a wreath or a Christmas tree, just because the lime green sort of pops against it. So I'm sticking these in here. And let's see. Then I think I'm going to get my white lilies. Really nice white oriental lilies that I'm going to trim a little bit off the bottom of. Stick them right into my vase for my grand arrangement here. Then I know this is about to eat me, this arrangement in my face, so just bear with me. I've got a bunch of these snowflake mums. If you'll be able to figure out why they're called that, or at least why I call them that, because they're frilly and beautiful and just kind of look like a snowflake. So what I'm going to do is actually push this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Oops, sorry about that. And I'm going to trim up these mums. So how I'm going to do this is I want to leave the top mums on here, and I want to take these small pieces and pull them off so I can use them in a different way. So then I'll take off the pieces of greenery. That's perfect. So let me get a few more of these ready. Okay. I've got 5 stems of these. I think I'll at least use 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's see. Apparently I'm going to use 4. That's my magic number today, 4. Okay. Scoot this sucker back over. And get this worked in. Okay, now, ready for this? I'm going to trim these mums down. They're super long. Get them a little bit shorter. And I'm going to tuck them in. I don't like that. I want them to be a little bit shorter. Again, always a work in progress. So don't be afraid if you cut it one way and you decide you want it differently. That's so fine. I do it all the time. All right. Trim those down, tucking this guy in. And here's what's happening. Let's see. I'm frustrated because I don't have all the cedar that I gave you in your bundle. But that's my fault for not getting it before I came up here. So I'm just going to have to deal with this arrangement. But I think yours will be a little bit easier because you'll have more cedar to put in. All right. Got my stems and mums in. I think what I might need to do, since this being round isn't quite working, is change this so that it's a little bit asymmetrical, and that will help, I think, with my lack of cedar at the moment in this arrangement. And you're going to have to see this in the picture because I'm going to fiddle with it a little bit more, but I want to show you my crafty project. Anyway, you have the flowers there to make something big. Oh, and I almost forgot my tulips. I knew there was something. 3 beautiful red tulips that could be sort of flying out of this arrangement. Again, if I could fix it the way I want it to, but I know I can do that. So the cedar creates the base, and that's why if you don't have the right amount, which I don't because I didn't grab enough, it's a little off right at this moment, but I can fix that and work with it and still make a really cool arrangement here. I just have to do a little tweaking, which I can fuss with later, but at least I've got all the right flowers in one big vase and have something to put on my buffet for a party. I'm going to set that aside. Alright, now here comes my little crafty project. I have this bowl of pine cones because I just like them. And I actually gave you a couple pine cones in your bundle, so if you don't have your own at home, you at least have 1 or 2. And what I was thinking was I would cut apart these snowflake mums and sort of just place them onto my pine cones. And I have a big silver pine cone here that's decorative, but I also have these little ones almost to look like snow had fallen, you know, snowflakes had fallen. And the cool thing about mums is they last for a long time out of water. So now I've got my little mum display on my pine cones, and I'm even going to tuck in the baby ones, these little guys I open, in there because snowflakes are all different shapes and sizes, right? So tucking into my pine cone, tucking a big one in here, and just kind of creating a little snowy art piece. Just an idea, obviously, you know, just want to share with you the crazy thoughts I have in my mind about flowers and winter and all that good stuff. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to fuss with my large arrangement. You'll see them in the photograph. I really hope you enjoy this weather and certainly these flowers, and thank you so much